Now, that was a keynote presentation, and moving on, our next presentation will be delivered by our gold sponsor, SAP. This presentation is titled Business Transformation for SMEs Growth in the Never Normal. In this session, you will discover how you can take lead in the new normal as an intelligent enterprise and learn more about the best practices for your companies to retain your competitive advantage, build a sustainable business operation, and drive success. In fact, as a bonus, there will be a survey at a link that will be provided later on, and you will actually stand a chance to win a GrabFood e-voucher and together with the Harvard Business Review report. More details on that later in this presentation. Our speaker for this session is the Managing Director for SAP Malaysia with more than 25 years of experience. And in fact, if you didn't know, today SAP is the world's largest provider of enterprise application software. So ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome KC Hong.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having me this morning. I've titled my presentation, Business Transformation for SMEs Growth in the Never Normal, because the world we live in before the pandemic is gone, and we are never going back to it. The big question is, to what extent are things going to snap back? We are not going to snap back all the way. It's clear you and I are not going back to doing what things during the height of the MCO. Neither are we going back to what we are doing before the pandemic. What exactly we are likely to land will be somewhere in the middle, and this will vary by country, activity, industry, by households, and what's making it so unpredictable. Now, before I start my presentation, I would like to run a short 1.5 minutes video to acquaint the audience here who may not be familiar with SAP on what we do.
What is SAP? SAP is the market leader in enterprise application software, helping companies of all sizes and in all industries run at their best. 77% of the world's transaction revenue touches an SAP system. Founded in 1972, the company pioneered enterprise resource planning software, known as ERP, setting the global standard on how to manage operations and helping organizations do more with less. Since then, we've grown from a small 5-person startup to a multinational enterprise, with more than 100,000 employees and over 440,000 customers in 180 countries. SAP is in the business of helping companies become intelligent enterprises. By connecting experience with operations and advancing breakthrough technologies like machine learning, the Internet of Things, and advanced analytics. We're driven by innovation and are now the #1 cloud business software company in the world, fulfilling our utmost purpose to help the world run better and improve people's lives.
I hope you have enjoyed the short introduction video to SAP. But before we dive into my session, I want to share some quick statistics which may surprise most people and correct any misconceptions when you hear of our brand SAP. The vast majority, 80% of SAP customers are mid-sized businesses, but because we also work with the largest companies in the world, most mid-sized businesses don't know we have solutions for them. In Malaysia, we have helped more than 1,000 SMEs in their digital transformation journey today. So the reality is, most of the SAP customers are businesses like yours, grappling with similar issues to what you're facing. Just when we thought we have it all under control, 2021 was all about adapting to the new normal. In 2022, we need to anticipate the never normal, a new reality where a change is constantly triggered by seismic shocks like the ongoing pandemic. The world is facing huge social, economic, and environmental challenges, and these changes are not going to die down. In fact, they are expected to intensify. We are fast moving beyond the new normal into the never normal, where uncertainty and swift changes will be around, and volatility as the new constant. This is the era of constant disruption, innovation, and reinvention. And it requires a collective effort and shared accountability to unlock new growth and innovation for our communities and economies to thrive. These rapid changes are forcing companies to design your business for disruption based on business models guided by customer-driven change and the adoption of digital as the never normal. While they are disruptive, but they may also present opportunities. In this age of the normal, of some of the key trends we are seeing in our industry includes globalization is the first one. Globalization can also be a powerful contributor to growth and health. The world has gotten smaller, with consumers benefiting from greater choice from global marketplace. For businesses, there are benefits too, with increased competition, lowering prices, labor mobility, offering greater choice of workers and opportunities for more efficient production through economics of scale. Globalization is also leading to the rapid growth of international goods movement, which is essential to world economic health. But that has also resulted in overwhelming intermodal freight capacity, congestion of critical ports, border crossings, transfer points, and major gateway locations worldwide. Companies need to be able to shift resources, production, and financial funds around the globe in a flexible way to make the best use of regulatory and location advantages, build supply chains resilience to respond quickly to disruption. Secondly, it's about customer experience. High quality customer experience are in focus, but hard to achieve in an ever-changing marketplace. Improving customer experience ranks as the top strategic priority for SMEs across Southeast Asia, other initiatives like overall growth and efficiency. A trend that was clear in our global survey, but even more pronounced in Southeast Asia. There's also a growing trend towards civilization or everything as a service business models, such as streaming. Changes are not just how products and services are consumed, by how they are ordered and paid for. Whether or not you're a large business or SME, customer experience has got to be your top priority. Customer service can make or break a small business, especially in our increasingly competitive global economy. When the consumer is inundated with choices and being one click from doing business with anyone in the world, good customer service can really set company apart. Therefore, ability to capture customers' requirements effectively and then use those insights to drive mass customization and price your service accordingly is the key. Third, it's about talent war. Attention to talent issues will be critical in supporting agility and transformation. In a study with Oxford Economics and SAP, SMEs in Southeast Asia cite challenges finding and training the IT talent needed to execute digital transformation. Upskilling talent is cited as the top internal challenge to meeting strategic goals, yet less than 1/3 of regional SMEs have invested in employee training and development to boost employee experiences below global averages. According to a recent survey conducted by Qualtrics, employee engagement in Malaysia increased to 67% in 2020 from 54% in 2019. And this is in line with the global average, which rose 13% in the last year. It's also found that 30% of Malaysian workers polled here intend to leave their jobs in less than 2 years. The report scored Malaysia's employee engagement at 54% on average, based on metrics such as opportunities for growth and development, managers' effectiveness, and support and resources. The report noted there is a strong correlation between employee engagement and how one feels about their work and their company's strategic objectives. Confidence in senior leadership to make the right decision, at the same time managers who help with their career development. Fourth, and quite an interesting topic, is sustainability. Conventional thinking dictates business exists merely to generate profit. However, sustainability is increasingly becoming a necessity for corporations due to changing perspective around the world. It is becoming even more critical for companies to address the gap between knowing and doing by embracing sustainable business practices. According to McKinsey, having a sustainability strategy allows a company to make long-term investments, and do-nothing approach can mean a bigger loss in the future. Being sustainable may have fallen off small and medium-sized enterprises' list of priorities amid the global pandemic. But it's still, as if not more important, there is opportunity growth. Consumers here becoming more discerning, and they want to support brands that share their beliefs. Investors too are heavier emphasis on ESG criteria in their decision-making process. Businesses are increasingly more mindful of sustainability practices along their entire supply chain, including their SME suppliers. Last but not least is innovation. There's no doubt today that companies cannot avoid digital transformation if they wish to survive. While most large companies had started the digital transformation before the pandemic, the pace of change was greatly boosted by the crisis, and almost overnight, they had to implement digital collaboration and data sharing tools to allow employees to continue the activity from home. The COVID-19 crisis has also significantly accelerated the adoption of new technologies in the health sector. It highlighted the strong potential of solutions that already existed but rarely used until now. Telemedicine to monitor vulnerable people, AI and IoT to track and trace movement of citizens to manage infections, and big data analysis to predict the evolution of epidemic, amongst many others that we have here. The question I get a lot is, how does one ride on these trends and get my company on path to transform in the right way and at the right speed? At SAP, we believe there are 4 core business processes that all companies will need to operate intelligently and manage for a downturn or upturn. The first one is design to operate. Second one is about lead to cash. Third is about source to pay. And lastly is hire to retire. These processes exist in silos today, and most organizations, when these core businesses processes work in unison, what this means for the customer is a seamless end-to-end digital platform delivered based on industry best practices and standards, which provides for consistent user experience, workflows, security, and identity management and analytics across different functions of the intelligent enterprise for a simplified experience and more effective decision-making. SAP Intelligent Enterprise Strategy is designed to help companies run their best, and the Intelligence Suite is the heart of this strategy, with SAP S/4HANA Cloud at its core handling all core processes. It is joined by the industry cloud, delivering highly verticalized and innovative applications for a specific industry and vertical needs. A unified business process intelligence and cross-applications analytics platform delivers new dimension of real-time and predictive data insight and foresight to stir the business. The business network takes this strategy outside your four walls, allowing you to collaborate seamlessly with your trading partners to drive connected processes and experiences. Finally, the business technology platform underlies it all. It's the common architecture that delivers a uniform master layer, cloud-based integration into SAP and non-SAP solutions, and low-code, no-code extension capabilities that allow companies to innovate faster and on top of their core application. If anything, the current crisis demonstrated that our intelligent enterprise strategy is more relevant than ever, both for our customers and SAP. First, it leads to more resilience, and at the same time enable business continuity. If we step back and look at the global economy, it has evolved into a network economy. Our role has been to help millions of customers digitalize their end-to-end business processes and provide the simplicity and insights to complex business operations. One of our focus areas is in digital supply chain. To adapt to the never normal and more manufacturing practices and supply chains have turned digital. Why businesses need to think and act end-to-end. It started with the concept of smart factories to further automate manufacturing and using existing technologies and Internet of Things. However, many companies face challenges in truly digitalizing, as most businesses are structured in the departmental silos. Despite the network solutions and processes, most companies are hindered by enterprises-centric systems that are not designed for inter-company and cross-company visibility and collaboration. This lack of visibility hinders our ability to change in real time. SAP believes the next steps of building an intelligent enterprise center on establishing strong business networks and placing a sharp focus on sustainability. As a company, you may need visibility into an ability to collaborate with many types of trading partners on a daily basis. COVID-19 proved that a network like this is critical to help companies avoid costly disruptions. No business does business alone, and while one intelligent enterprise alone can achieve great things, we are living in an interconnected world. Let me share an example to illustrate the importance of being part of a unified business network. Let's say you are a kitchen appliance manufacturer who makes dishwashers. You may actually focus on the R&D and marketing of the machines, but actually leverage a contract manufacturer to produce them for you. You therefore need to collaborate with a contract manufacturer to share demand pictures and make sure they have the available capacity and materials. You also need visibility into how production is going to satisfy key orders and ensure that quality standards are met. The contract manufacturer needs to work with suppliers to obtain parts and packaging material. Some of these are purchased directly by them, but some key components are critical to dishwashers, and you may want to negotiate with them, with the suppliers, and handle the purchasing and have them drop ship to the contract manufacturer. The suppliers will need to purchase raw materials from the other suppliers, be it in Tier 2 or Tier 3, who may in turn purchase from a supplier further down the supply chain. In many cases, it is important for you to have visibility into these suppliers to ensure quality, fair trade, sustainability practices. It is your brand that gets damaged if your supply chain is shown to have poor labor or pay practices. And in the case of quality issues, having the ability to track and trace through all levels of supply chain is critical. There may also be several participants on sales side. For example, you may move your dishwashers to distribution centers around the world, from where they may get shipped to distributors, retailers, or even direct to end customers as well. In this example, the distributor sells to the customer. So this physical movement of the dishwashers from raw materials to the customer, but these physical movements rely on the network of logistics service providers and carriers. It is critical that to leverage the best practice for transport. This is also to ensure that they can deliver on time and also be able to track the physical movement of goods in transit to ensure everything is on time and the quality of goods are not compromised. Another type of network that may get involved during the process is the financial network of credit companies, banks, and other financial institutions. And finally, the dishwasher may have a maintenance contract. Now we have built a smart dishwasher that has built-in IoT-enabled sensors. These sensors can send information back to our service team who can detect or even predict issues with the device. So we can send a work order to our own or third-party service technicians and tell them what parts are required to make the fix and perhaps trigger a contract to offer ongoing support and maintenance as an upsell opportunity. So during a working day, your different departments within your company work with many trading partners. Sometimes the trading partner can be performing a single function. Other times they may have multiple roles. A unified network will enable all trading partners to leverage combined intelligence to apply learning from past experiences to future decisions, ultimately driving success across the board. Because when a network reaches across functions, across industries, across the world, the companies have the power to reshape how business gets done, which includes collaborating to solve some of today's biggest social, economic, and environmental issues. A best-run business is capable of breaking down departmental silos and adopting intelligent, dynamic, cross-functional business processes to deliver the best experiences. A digital transformation need not be a complete overhaul. Most customers think these things begins with your ERP because they are essentially the brains behind the digital business transformation. ERP takes all the core processes needed to run a company, such as finance, HR, manufacturing, and supply chain, and it all integrated them into one single system. A digital core like S/4HANA allows intelligent technologies to be integrated into existing business processes, and it's important to take this opportunity to look for ways to optimize and doing the same things over again. And extending from there, the ERP from the past was also about making in your own with extensive customizations. To full leverage operating your ERP in the cloud with some degree of flexibility to allow differentiation and yet keep your digital core clean. SAP Business Technology Platform powers you to become an intelligent enterprise through integration, extension, and data to value from third-party applications and data assets. The third building block is about leveraging intelligent technologies, allowing businesses to dig deep into their existing pools of data for analysis and business insights. With intelligent technologies and cloud computing becoming more pervasive, both the cost and time to value has significantly reduced. It is not expensive these days to automate, say, a finance process, to reconcile purchase orders with supply invoices, to help in cash collection, but the benefits are far-reaching because intelligent robotic process automation significantly speeds up manual tasks. At the same time, be able to reduce human error, and companies can also begin to develop human capital. These also be able to uplift the capabilities and be able to enhance the potential of their workforce. Take a moment to imagine what your organization could do like an intelligent enterprise. Whatever industry you are in and whatever size your company is, think big. Not big in terms of size, but big in terms of impact. But start small. When it comes to advanced technology, any small change can have an impact on your business. It could be something as simple as automating invoices, or it might be a complete digital transformation that connects business processes and streamlines your entire business to deliver exceptional end-to-end experiences. So how do you get started? First, it's about determining your starting point. Audit your existing system and asset to get a view of what systems or machines are already digitalized. In your ERP, modern and scalable, or is it still running on disk-based database memory? To give your project an early leg up, look first for processes within your business that are highly operational priority and have least complicated path to transformation. Second is by defining your priorities. Don't plan a marathon before you even made it around the first block. The beauty of digital transformation is that it does not have to happen all at once. Like building blocks, smart technologies are designed to evolve, scale, and integrate. Ask your software technology partner about business transformation services and how they can help you get started. Third, it's about building your roadmap. A significant benefit to smart technologies lies in their immense scalability and capacity for rapid adaptation and reconfiguration. A great transformation roadmap should allow agility and growth, but start with a roadmap that has a few strong and attainable goals, but build solid change management and migration strategies into your plan as well. Digital transformation is as much as human journey as a technological one. More importantly, the fourth one is to prepare your teams. There's a saying, things do not change, we change. Smart technologies can help reduce repetitive and tedious tasks, improve employee engagement, and support collaboration. But these benefits can only be realized when all of your people are fully on board. Don't spring the news on your teams. Learn from their input and ideas and openly address their concerns and give them time to change. Help your teams to pivot so that they can be able to be ready to embrace this journey towards the intelligent enterprise. Here in Malaysia, we are fortunate to have partnered with many iconic homegrown brands who have shown determination not to let this crisis to waste and have set their eyes on conquering the global marketplace by leveraging e-commerce and an omni-channel commerce strategy to delight the changing needs to their customers. We know every customer is at a different point now and has a unique path forward. Digitally grown startups have already embraced standardized processes and cloud architectures that need to scale and grow into new markets. Then we have companies with longer heritage and history that are facing complex and often highly customized on-premise system architectures. This point is that there is no singular path forward, but every business needs to move forward. My philosophy is dream big, start small, but most of all, let's start somewhere. Today, consumers have higher expectations from products and services than they did in the past. With so many choices at one's fingertips, it's hardly a surprise that customers will constantly evaluate their interactions with brands. Customer centricity has always been a core of Baba's business. Digital transformation is a critical part of their business strategy, which not only makes them future ready, but also helps them to meet their commitments to customers, retailers, and distributors. Baba's partnered with SAP early in their digital transformation journey to digitize their core with SAP S/4HANA and transition from manual paper-based processes to a digital business platform. Baba's also look for building capabilities that would enable them to achieve greater efficiency, productivity, and propel their business to the next level as they expand their businesses to other markets, including Australia, China, Indonesia, and the United Kingdom. Baba's digital transformation initiatives help them to embrace industry best practices and become future ready. The pandemic gave them an opportunity to rethink how they drive their business, particularly by embracing change and technology. Our next customer is an iconic brand, Aspen Glen. As a new player in the industry, Aspen Glen is up against industry players who have several decades worth of experience. It was necessary for Aspen Glen to distinguish itself from competitors in order to survive. Aspen Glen selected SAP's S/4HANA Cloud Private Edition as their ERP for its new glove manufacturing plant in Kulim High-Tech Park that will be running 96 production lines. Their focus on automation is in line with Malaysia's Industry 4.0 policy, which aims to attract stakeholders to shift towards Industry 4.0 applications and technologies, creating a holistic ecosystem to support the adoption of Industry 4.0 by industries. At the same time, be able to enable holistic transformation of the manufacturing sector to increase and strengthen productivity and cost efficiency. Aspen Glen has successfully moved beyond smart manufacturing in factory with Industry 4.0 initiatives, connecting production with an end-to-end process execution across supply chain so that they can be able to reach new level of connectivity and adapt change on the fly. Hence, they are able to revolutionize the quality, customization, and speed of delivery to meet the customer demands of today. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, countless small businesses owners have faced and are still facing uncertainties. While many businesses are struggling to navigate the ongoing effects on the economy and the consumer market, some are actually thriving in this landscape. They have pivoted and experienced growth and success. What are some of the common qualities of these businesses? First one is lead by innovation. We have seen how much of them led with innovation because every business needs creative and find new solutions to business problems. This pandemic has given innovative, forward-thinking entrepreneurs a chance to shine and flex those creative muscles. They are constantly looking to differentiate in their product offerings or to address a need in the experience gap. They are able to tap into the deep motivations of their customers with data to anticipate what is in demand and what customers will pay top dollar for. Digital transformation is more than adding a few digital tools into your current workflows. It is important to have in mind how business processes can be completely reimaged or refined to support evolving market conditions and how companies should operate in the future for the better. Second is about scale with speed. Ongoing geopolitical tensions, environmental changes, prolonged pandemic are forcing business to deal with change faster than ever before. The companies who adapt their business processes quickly will thrive. There are reasons why we have SAP launch Rise with SAP. It is all about business transformation as a service to help our customers continuously unlock new ways of running businesses in the cloud to stay ahead of the industry. Third is about making a difference. Finally, to run a business which makes a difference, how business success is measured has been evolving beyond pure financial KPIs. Companies will be judged on what they do, not what they say about going green. Companies need to be able to combine financial, social, and environmental data to make better business decisions and ensure long-term success, and investors are demanding the disclosure of ESG information to take into account for investment decisions. SMEs' ability to work with sustainability data will be key for acquiring new customers, embracing technological changes, necessary for succeeding in this rapidly evolving environment by avoiding legislative shocks. Many SMEs do already embrace sustainability opportunities. Such outstanding businesses have a huge head start, enabling them to harness the opportunities presented by the transformation and at the same time advancing their business model to the next stage. It comes without saying that running a profit-driven business is no longer an option. We, the growing population, are already living in a negative impacts, and that is why we as business leaders must make a difference and choose to seek the balance to make profitability sustainable and sustainability profitable. Before I go, please enjoy this video and thank you for your attention this morning.
We are explorers of new worlds, of new possibilities, of incredible ideas. We crossed oceans, explored planets, built future from a dream. What was once impossible today becomes the hope. And now we are set to chase the greatest challenge of our times. Climate change threatens not only us, but the future of our planet and our generations to come. And the front line of this battle is in Asia. Home to 60% of the world's population, Asia is set to be the world's engine. And Asia stands to be the worst hit by climate change. We at SAP are chasing zero for Asia now. Zero emissions, zero waste, zero inequality. Here, we are set to make SAP carbon neutral by 2023. This challenge is our collective race. It takes one to act, but it needs all of us for a change. Chasing zero is about chasing a sustainable future for Asia and the world. To achieve this bold dream, we need a common shared purpose towards a sustainable future. Passionate people working together as individuals, organizations, or governments. Hand in hand, we partner to leverage our best knowledge, technologies, and innovation to fulfill this dream and pass on the golden baton to our next generations. It is time for Chasing Zero for Asia now.
So thank you for watching that video. This is something we would like you to feedback to us. Your feedback is important. We are giving away e-vouchers for the first 200 unique individual submission. You can scan the QR code to submit the survey here, or you can click on the survey link that our organizer has put in the chat box. So thank you for listening.
You always knew you'd be in for a ride. There'd be ups, downs, twists, and unexpected turns. It would be an exciting journey, even a little scary at times. And although it's difficult to predict what's around every corner, there's something else you understood. Transformation is essential for your business, your people, and your customers, so you can stay agile, resilient, and relevant in an ever-shifting marketplace. At SAP, we understand that true transformation is a journey too. It goes beyond the edges and deep into the core of your business. But it's a journey you don't have to take alone. No matter where you're starting from and where you want to go, we're by your side to simplify planning and execution and integrate data, intelligent tech, with cutting-edge ERP that will accelerate outcomes on your terms and on your timelines. The road ahead is clear. The next turn truly transformative. It's your time to rise with SAP.